Yes guys, good evening to all. This evening I will do a video of St. Michael's Cathedral. I will do inside of the church now. I'm looking toward the Central Bank of Barbados, which is at St. Spur Street, and this is the former Masonic Lodge, which is known as um, it was the first site of Harrison's College, Harrison's Free School, established in 1733. This is St. Michael's Cathedral here. And in this church here you will find the grave of one of our national heroes, Tom Adams, and Granny Adams, who was the Premier of Barbados and Prime Minister of the West Indies, and his son Tom Adams, who was Barbados' second Prime Minister from 1976 to 1985. This is the central bank here, known as the Tom Adams Financial Center, and this is the former Masonic Lodge, which was originally Harrison's Free School, and then it was established in 1733 as Harrison's Free School, which later became Harrison's College, and then it became the Masonic Lodge and is now a part of the central bank. This is the central bank here, and this is the parking space reserved for the bishop and the dean. And this is St. Michael's and All Angels Cathedral. Before I go in church, I will show you guys the history of the church. It says the Cathedral Church of St. Michael and All Angels, first constructed in 1660. The original building was constructed in brick, not stone. In 1675, a hurricane destroyed it, and palmetto leaves were used to cover the church. Hurricanes also left their mark on the church in 1780 and 1831. In 1825, Bishop Coleridge elevated the status of the church to that of Cathedral Church of St. Michael's and All Angels. Cathedral Church of St. Michael's and All Angels is a window to the wealth. Wait, let me reread it over because I made a mistake. First constructed in 1660, the original building was constructed in brick, not stone. In 1675, a hurricane destroyed it, and palmetto leaves were used to cover the church. Hurricanes also left their mark on the church in 1780 and 1831. In 1825, Bishop Coleridge elevated the status of the church to that of cathedral. Cathedral Church of St. Michael and All Angels is a window into the wealth, opulence, and status of the early Bridgetown merchants and their families. A parking space reserved for the dean. Again, the Cathedral Church and the Masonic Lodge, which is now the former Harrison's Free School, which later became the Masonic Lodge and is now owned by the Central Bank. You can see popular discount supermarket along Spice Street as well. So this is St. Michael's Cathedral here. As I said before, you will find the graves in this church. You will find the graves of one of our national heroes, Granny Adams, and his son Tom Adams, who was the second Prime Minister of Barbados, is also laid to rest in this churchyard as well. Cathedral here. Looking towards Price Street. Now entering the cathedral. This is the baptismal font here. And you can also see some tombs as well. Some people are buried inside the church here, inside the church. These are the tombs here of some people here buried inside the church. All here we are walking on tombs inside the church. And these are the pipes for the organ. This is the largest organ in the Western Hemisphere and the Caribbean. For a manual organ. This organ came to this church in 1924. And this is the altar here, the pulpit, and the stained glass windows. And this is where the choir sits. This is the lectern here, the eagle lectern. Looking back up to the pipes for the organ. As I said before, it is the largest organ in the Caribbean and the Western Hemisphere and in the Americas. Sorry. It came to the St. Michael's Cathedral in 1924. All here we are walking on tombs. So this is the Hyde Anglican Church in Barbados. And this is the organ console. Here you will come across the pedals and the keyboards. As I said before, the organ is a J. Walker and Sons organ, which was built in 1924 for St. Michael's Cathedral. This organ was played by some well-known organists such as Gerald Hudson and John Fletcher. I know the current organist is supposed to be John Brown. So this is the keyboard for the organ and the pipes upstairs. So this is the Cathedral Church of St. Michael's of Our Angels. Looking back up to the choir star where the choir sits. The pipes for the organ. And this is one of these churches that have a gallery running all around the church. This is the eastern end, and this is the western gallery, southern gallery, and the northern gallery. This is the south gate. No, look at the word St. Michael's Row. Hence the name St. Michael's Row because of St. Michael's Cathedral. This is the clock tower over here. Walk inside the church. And the pipes for the organ once again. Thanks for watching and have a blessed evening.